What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman series in Football Manager 2022. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you've been enjoying it. And as you guys know, we said we weren't really going to play more off camera off the last episode because pretty important cup game we have coming up, and also a pending youth intake anytime to come in March. So we'll do the standard, played 2 games and continue up till the day of the next game, the following game, RC Lons, and hopefully, it would be. Or if not, we'll do the same in the following episode. But yeah, I prefer it to be in these within these first 2 games, or as I said, we'll continue up to the date of that one, and it gives us up to the 12th. But that's only a portion of the month. We will have to wait and see. But something that we can see, apart from these talents we have already, some of these guys, you look at these names, and some of them you may have not seen too much yet. I may have clicked on them once or twice. But apparently, we've got an excellent intake, like a golden generation coming through, 5-star. Even though this doesn't look like it, these ratings, like a golden generation, you expect like an A or a B, right? But what I see is maybe there will be some depth and not just 1 or 2 good players. We'll have some balance, which I do prefer. And it would make sense based on what this is looking like, doesn't it? Like the current first team candidates. The amount of these guys that are there, if you count the ones that are, I'd say 4-star and above are the talents. 3.5, they might be okay. But the guys that are real serious business, well, definitely to have 3 of them and then a few on another 3 on 4.5. That's real strong. To go back, I don't think we've had games on camera these last few rounds. So I thought it was a big stage against a solid opponent. Monaco, PSG played out to a penalty shootout. So that was I was hoping. I know Monaco for us, we've beaten them. We know that it's possible to beat them, and PSG, we know it's going to be tough. For this match, though, we have the advantage of it being at home, and it is over 1 leg because you see, PSG advanced. So again, opposition instructions, apply that, take a look at their expected lineup. Again, pretty good team, and they've got a connection. They're right back and the right winger, inside forward they use. So that's something similar. Will be an interesting game and relatively strong. I really like the connection with Carrillo and Beck Sorensen. They got the connection there, but defending ability look at that, 2 4-stars, and they play well together. That's a real good combination to have. And generally here, we've got our selection, the only player, and he's just come back from an injury, that is Adrian Pereira, and obviously Colomb. I want him to start to be our highest rated, or I just wonder how long it will take for him to be recognized as our best left back in the team, because he will become that. It's just a matter of time, and we're definitely blooding him this season, when maybe a couple of those other guys, because of their experience, they're just maybe a half a star or a star better, but there's been definite benefits. Well, he's just under, I think, considering what his attributes look like, I'm pretty happy with his average rating. He's probably doing the same as the right back on the other side. So I was gonna touch on that. I'm liking Frostler on the bench because he's left back and right back, but I don't want him to be unhappy. So it's a tricky one. We're just gonna roll with the same, and we're gonna go in for this match. But you do think about that because Froster's been impressive. But you also could see him as an impact off the bench. Home game for us to make the final, which is huge. Pick up where we left off last time out. We're in good form. Let's go. We've definitely made a good run. So far. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to say, I don't want to think about losing. I want to have the final in mind. Because look at this, Faris. I thought hitting that far post was a for sure thing, but I'm not the expert. I'm not the forward. But that was an excellent chance. I like our start here, though. Like, another chance, like, the way we're building up. I felt Faris was offside there. Yep. But I'm liking our build-up. Yeah, early in the game here, it's looking good. Let's see how we defend. That's when opposition's got some play here. How are we going to get a tackle in? Let's see. Munir, like, yeah, I talked about him last time, about them having some dangerous options. But we know we do as well. Okay. I think that was, yeah, column on that yellow card. We always ease off tackles just to lower the chances of getting a sending off. Sorens, yeah, are two 4-star defenders. We just touched on it. 4-star and a good connection. Yes. Sedilia got space. Oh, I was about to praise that so hard. Oh, that would have been amazing. And not... Okay. The Carpentry whips it in. Come on. Get it back to him, actually. That's not how you expect a corner to play out, but on the rare occasion it does. Oh, and Carilla, and for the centre half to finish. We were building him up a little bit, weren't I? The 2 4-star centre backs. Yeah, the fact it went to Faris there, got passed back to the corner taker, and then it was up to one of our centre backs just to smash that in. The goalkeeper nowhere near it. But that's why I was holding back and not complaining too much. We wasted a couple chances. It led to a corner. Like, man, we're playing... I've said it repeatedly. I don't want to say it too much. And let's hold back. Let's see. Hopefully our defenders defend here. Do their actual job. Or what we more... Oh, that's offside. Didn't matter. And maybe it wasn't offside. But, yeah, like... I've talked about how I can improve our team so much more. And the fact we're playing like this against some of the better teams in the league, it says a lot. But again, I want to like 60% possession. I want to keep the talk to a minimum, and I just want to see the results. But like we're starting to like get the idea. Like Pablo Martinez, Sarpreet Singh, even Victor as well. Like they're not worldly. Like, again, like they have a lot of attributes, like they're better attributes from like 11 to 14. Okay. We have to praise. What are we going to say? I'm pleased. We've created loads. Yep, scoreboard reflects that. Yeah, it's incredible we're in the position we're in. League position-wise, and then... Let's hold on until the game ends. Hey, come on. Good defending. Pablo Martinez. We've relied on him a lot, especially we don't have a similar type to play. See, that's another signing we could make. We'll see what our budget is for next season. Come on. So getting a Champions League position would be massive. Oh, here we go. Oh, I just love that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I get to this point where I don't really get excited when I get a goal. It was my reaction basically for this goal. It's like I'm astounded more so by it, or whatever you would describe my reaction like. It's like, yes, come on. It's like, how isn't the opposition reading this? That's how we just open so much there, and then it distracts from Diakabi a little bit. The centre backs there, they're like, oh wait, this guy's free. That does it. That does it, man. And you could say like it's FM, a 4-2-3-1 formation is simple, but like, you do what works, man. It's format. It's some beautiful football. To me, forget the formation. As long as we're playing the style, if we're doing it like the style is good, the football is good to watch. I don't even think, oh, I'm playing a 4-2-3-1. I'm thinking about, oh, yeah, look at this space we're creating. That's the way I think about it. Like, you might say, oh, yeah, what formation you're playing? Yep, you'll say a 4-2-3-1. But that doesn't play when we're seeing the gameplay. I think it's pretty dynamic as well. You see a bit of movement. Like, yeah, the fullbacks definitely get very forward. The wingers are inside forwards and they cut in. So yeah, they get really in near the box and goal scoring position. So as I said, it's a pretty dynamic formation. It's not players sticking in their individual positions and not moving. So yeah, there's that part of it too. So what we're going to do here, we mentioned, he can play left back. This looks like the perfect situation. Consider ratings and then column, but each game it's minutes. It's minutes into a youngster. So we'll bring in Forster and like he's that age. He's 16, man. He's 16 and been pretty like a regular starter for us. So nowhere near even his best, but it's going to be so much, so much for him. So I think just the single change for now. If you look at, they'll probably be tight. Victor Eduard, I'm going to bring him in. I've touched on how his pace. His finishing not the greatest. So he's a deeper role for him maybe would be better. Put Singh there. You can definitely see with Singh, you'd like him a bit more. His vision's really good. But I like how that looks in terms of where we're placing the players. But we'll make them as the changes for this point. It's an important 2-0. You can say it's a tricky scoreline, but here, and we'll praise as well. Hold back. Wait till the game ends. But generally, we tend... 2-0. It all depends how the match is playing out, though. Well, is that Dick Carpentry with a bit of a knock? It has to be. It wasn't the opponent. So, he probably makes way next after this highlight. Carrillo, obviously the goal, gives him a good rating for the game, but it's been strong defensively. So here's Frostler out on the left. Exactly. Yes. For a second, I didn't expect it to go in. Did I think it could have been offside? No, I thought the strike wasn't going to be on target for whatever reason. Is it going to be given? Come on. Look at that, man. The line, look. The line, it's on top of each other. Seriously, missionary lines there. Gosh. Let's see what happens from this highlight. Far out. And then we'll go to concede, right? Wow. That almost looked like it went in and just bounced out. Okay. You could think more about other more tired players, but Dick Carpentry, he's one of the tired players as well. We'll bring on Alice and switch with Faris. So we've done this last couple episodes, so we don't need to explain why we do that. It's because he's stronger on that. In terms of who he's. I hate having to click on it just to explain it better. Yes, he's strong on both feet. Faris is strong on both feet, and Alice is not. Why was that so hard to just get out of my mouth? I don't know. But another clean sheet says a lot. Another one ticked off. Possession, we don't give away so many fouls. Our opponents had double. Just take in all the stats of everything we did today. I don't think you can really... But at the same time, for the it's two things here. It's not just the goalkeeper making saves, but it's our defense forcing a decent portion. We've got better accuracy. We had 8 on target from 18, and they had, kind of. Basically, I'm pretty happy with their ratio. Anyway, we had more total shots. We had 8 on target, but for them only have 4 on target from 13. It's we're preventing them from having clear-cut chances. We only had 1, but they had 0. You don't really... I don't think they had a chance. I felt they should have scored. They went close, I guess. But we also did, as I said, with that offside call. Could have gone either way. But, gosh. Congratulations. We're in the final. Yes, lads. Yes. That was amazing. Great performance. I'm just looking at the standouts. Killian, Sildilia, he was it didn't feel like, I like those performances. When a player, I didn't feel like they had a huge game, but he had a great rating. He had excellent rating. So yeah, he did get an assist to his name, but I think he had a very well-rounded performance outside of that as well, and he was the player of the match. So yeah, that was very impressive. When I thought someone like a Carrillo could have been in a position to be the man of the match when he has a defender who scored when you keep a clean sheet. The defender who got an assist, had a better rating. And yeah, the more money we get here, we take anything right now. Valentin, we took him off. Was always just going to be a little soreness, not a long-term injury, as we're thankful. And on that, have to praise his performance. And playing PSG in the final is going to be huge. Playing at Stade de France, it's going to be a big occasion for us. And again, my first season with them, get them to a final happy with how we're going. And the last episode, I talked about how Diakabi was always at the top. Carrillo, training reflects. Training well reflects. Someone who we don't really expect for a goal, hasn't got one in the league all season. That cup, that was his first goal of the season. So that's not something you expect from him, especially at centre back. But he did pretty well. But his attributes are interesting. 7 finishing, for a centre back, not the worst. But it means so much. Like if you're training really well, you're going to see that in performance levels. Victor, he must be that backup keeper, yeah? I was going to say if his name, didn't really click. I haven't used him too much. I haven't used him in games, but it's really, really good. I'm happy with what we did here in this short time. So the reason behind that, just if we go to the job history, the either awards or competition wins, I guess if we... that's why I'm just laughing at that. I didn't show that, did I? We actually, it just looks weird like that, but I guess they're registering that's when we were given the manager of the year. We were given the manager of the year at a later date when, it was the end of the year date-wise. And the new year came around. So, that happened. That was another thing. Manager of the year twice. That just capped off our time. Like, I'm not surprised we did because, we continued we continued having a good season. We had manager of the year there. No, that's that. No, don't get it. It confuses you. That's that same one, right? Because this is this season and we're not there this season. That was that single, man. Don't get too excited, mate. We got the Croaky Cup. So, anyway, it looks better. It looks better on the resume. We're not complaining. You're not going to take that off. But when you look at it, I know it doesn't necessarily mean like PSG is going to be a task. PSG is going to be hard. But just the fact we've made it to the final, it shows you how we have done in this Journeyman series. I think we're definitely, it's not just where we've moved clubs and that's been it. We've actually done our thing. We've had respectable spells at the clubs. Like we haven't just moved on for the sake of moving on. Even though we haven't been at clubs the longest time, I think it's been pretty balanced. I think we've done things in a good manner, apart from maybe being in England for our first job. Some people don't agree with that. But as advice I've got from many people, when a job is offered to you, no matter where it is, you'll be silly not to take that, not to take some employment when you can as soon as possible and save up your money. So pass that advice on. But anyway... That was a good result. We'll go up to the next game against Nice. Another game against them. Actually, what was recalling in my mind was we looked at a result of them. That's why we made a reference last time when they got a nice result. Otherwise known as a Nice result. No, it's because, we looked at that. But regardless, at home, and for that cup game, it helped. It was at home for us. Again, all these things we're talking about in this section, they're things that are on our side and we shouldn't be complaining about them. But let's head into the next match. And I just thought about it from the perspective of us giving a good chance to win the previous match, but we break an attendance record, which is neat, and get a bit of income. And it's good to look at because we're so early in the month. Look at our profits we've made and the total we had there. Obviously, we're not guaranteed the same amount for each match in this month, but you get prize money on top of that as well. But no, that's not a bad income number. Like what, third of the month? Not complaining. But again, it's probably not going to be on that rate every 3 days. But I wonder how much we're going to cut into that red, if we will do so. Does it pose a question that Alvaro Carrillo is a future captain, of how he is improving, performing, training? Then it caps off with determination, leadership of 17 and 16 respectively. Yeah, they're kind of two attributes you really want in a captain, and those are, he's got two that are very, very strong. Sometimes there'll be one player recommended as captain and they'd have one of those attributes and the other one's like a 13 or a 14 at most. Of course, there'll be some with more, but for the level we are at especially, captain contender. Because Alice, especially in this is what I mean, it's on a lesser extent he is. Like, what I look at, clearly he would be a better captain, especially like in defense as well. Carrillo, he seems like he'll be a better captain. Yeah, Alice is not giving me a lot of captain vibes as well. Regardless, let's forget Carrillo, put him to the side for a bit. He's not, he doesn't give me captain vibes. If he would, like, really dominating, but he hasn't been. And a sneaky future captain, column, determination 12, leadership 13 at 16. If you're thinking about those attributes, gradual progression, like, that's a really strong attribute. Like, if you think about technique, not just his attribute of technique, but the technical attributes, his tackling, like marking and technique, how at that age and that potential, you see those increasing by at a minimum 4 or 5. Like, that's just how players develop, really. When they're at this age compared to when they're at their maximum. So think about that, and then think about how the determination and leadership increase as well. So yeah, his mentals are going to grow heavy, especially as he grows older. But yeah, don't discount him for being a leader in the future. It's definitely going perfectly for that, giving games into him as like a 16-year-old. Martinez, he completes the course now, the intensive language course. Only should improve his performances. You wouldn't think it'll make his performances worse, or it should at least make them better by the smallest. That's another good result for us. Monaco and Marseille drawing. But we look to be ready for the next game now. No youth intake just yet, but we have to put our attention to Nice, their fourth. Real game for us to take some points off them and get closer to them. Take a look at some other results here. Any notable ones? Lyon sneaking that win is important for them, so a bit disappointing from our side, but they were expected to win that. It probably, if anything, it took a lot out of them. I don't know. I'm guessing that it was a close run thing. So maybe for some following games they could drop points. Just hoping at this point. Let's focus on our game, hey. So again, opposition instructions. Looks like they're probably going to play a simple, like a 4-4-2. Oh, they got a couple good for Aguirre. Yeah, I know of him. He's very good. He is very good, and we know that Kasper Dolberg, I feel he was relevant like when he was a younger player. Obviously, we're a bit deeper into the saves. Yeah, when he was at Ajax, I thought he had pretty decent potential, and he looks like an alright striker. Not bad, like not superstar level, but he's a good signing for this level, I'd say, of our opponents. And I mean, I'd love someone like him. We got Diakabi, who he's gonna be a different type of striker, but I'd like to think at his best, his input would be greater. Input, output, whatever he's going to put in is going to be good. I'd like to think. I think we're going to switch Singh. Just for this one, we'll go, loser in. But don't think I want to or need to make many more changes. I did touch on having your captain out there could be important, but Faris, what's his most recent form been? He had a good game last time, and was that offside? I feel like what we saw out of the last game, it felt like he's getting his form back. I don't know. The carpentry. Oh yeah. No, that's probably lining up perfect because he's not. Yeah, with his knock, he's not. Not fit enough. Maybe off the bench because we don't really have another deadly winger. So we were looking for a reason to playing your captain, having your captain out there is big, but I wonder the significance of someone like a Carrillo. We point out he looks like more of a leader, better determination. Even though he doesn't have the label of captain, he could have the same effect and maybe even better. But there's definitely something in the game of your players reacting off your captain's reaction, or of general leaders in the team. Like if they're a team leader, other players. That's what I just mean. The fact of not someone solely being a captain, but if he is a lead, but he has to be okay. So he doesn't have to be captain. But if you go over to the hierarchy, so you got Alice, Pablo Martinez, and Carrillo is there. Carrillo is there. So he's vice captain. So yeah, that's still pretty respectable. So I think holds a bit more weight than Alice, even though Alice is captain and he would be there as a team leader. I feel players could react a bit more or effectively and better off Carrillo. So pick up where we left off last time out because we had a solid performance. I want to try and feed a bit more. So yeah, players could get off their like reactions. Okay, not bad. Off team talks and in game as well, with body language and all that jazz. But yeah, we're gonna get into this game like that. This 11. It's a pretty good approach. They haven't won a lot. They've won their most recent game, but I think we're getting them at a pretty good time. Let's see if it is going to be a good time or not. It's at home for us. So I want to, you know how we started the last game? We felt we were going to have a good game. Like our possession was good. Our attacks were looking effective and efficient. I'm just wondering if we're going to see that today. If there's nothing... Okay, I was almost going to go for an encourage shout. But, okay. Loser. Yes. Confident early. Oh, great find for Alice. Not quite. They're going to... We got to... No. I told you. He's dangerous, Greery. We're lucky. But as we mentioned, probably going to encourage. And I mean, first 20 minutes, good to judge off. Possession slightly in our opponent's favour. Ever so slightly. But it's starting to build. It's almost a little worrisome. You can... When you look real deep... And then see highlight, you feel a change is needed. Yeah, they're on 55, but you feel a goal coming. So this is where a manager, you got to realize, okay, maybe you're not going to dominate this game. It's not going to be an easy one for you. Can we try and slow almost the opposite and then be more disciplined? I want to see what that does to our possession percentage from being about 5% less than them. If we can try... Oh, yeah, it definitely boosted it a little bit. But is it going to necessarily mean we're creating a good chance? There's that fact as well. So we see it in play. We're not rushing too much. I mean, we're potentially building a good chance. This looks good. This looks great. I was almost about to demand an award off this single change and reading the game. And I mean, the chance isn't over. Far out. Come on. I so much wanted us to score there. It's going to be a different story if we concede. But nah. It was more so for us creating a good chance. We didn't change much defensively, did we? But I think this is the way to play the game, and maybe then switch things up later, last 20 minutes, and shock them. Let them get to grips of how we're playing the game now. We're trying to make it slower. But yeah, I think that's going to be our best approach. And we're probably going to point finger. Yeah, it hasn't been our best, and allows us to go with a team talk like that. When you're not losing and you can be that kind of demanding, say you haven't been as good as we could have been. Yeah, it's a good time to say it like that. When we're not behind, not yet anyway, I want to see better intent in our defense. I just feel like... don't let that in. Don't let that in. Come on. I'm just like... don't let him in. Good block, man. Our defense. Let's keep... Like, Nice is dominating us. Let's not get it twisted. They're dominating us. We're in a good position. If we can sort something out, like the fact we haven't conceded yet, imagine if we sneak a goal. No. If we can manage just to figure out our game plan from now to keep it intact. Oh, here we go. Look, play it. Come on. Still in space, though, Faris. We've had chances. This one's not over, Faris. Faris, don't celebrate. Could be off. No, it's not. It's not, man. That was so good. And again, as I said, our defense, Sedilia, he's in good form. And then the ball in. And Faris, he might actually. Then we wonder about De Carpentry. We like starting him. But talked about he might be better on that side. He scored here. And I mean... I still got to think about it in the way. I'm so tactical, man. I think about tactics so much. We made a change, but even before that goal, I felt like, we might need to change something else. But I guess a lot of their chances were from the first half as well. It's massive credit to our defense, but I'm surprised our defense, don't have a better rating. Goalkeeper above the 7. Oh, no, not from an error, please. Please, is that how you're going to do us, FM? Is that how you're going to let him score in this game? What the fuck? Seriously. Seriously. That doesn't make sense. We defend strongly, we lose for that. Our defense, man. Our defense was safe as a church. And then our defense turned into the movie The Crow. No longer safe as a church. How are you gonna how are you gonna do it like that? Just stuttering on purpose for the effect. Like, huh? What? Ugh, serious. We deserve to get the lead back. Alice. Come on. Oh, space. Loser. If we don't win this, seriously, from that throw, that is that how? Oh my god! And then we're just gonna lose it. That looked to be some form of callback. Offside? I can't read in this white background. Great selection. Has to be called. What? What flicked? What flicked? Okay, maybe not. Oh, I felt like maybe a foul. Because, no, it wasn't offside. Well, did they realise we were going to get an upset, man? What changed? What changed? Far out. We might go over to the 4222 that I haven't renamed yet. Put Faris up top because he looks like scoring. What if we switch these two? How does the ratings... that's 4 and 3. You're not going to use 2 pressing forwards. We'll leave it like that. But far out. I feel like we have to use the carpentry here. Yeah. And Singh for Pablo... centre mid. Wouldn't have made a big difference. Because we changed someone there and played him centre mid and it didn't go back to his role. Would it have made a major difference? Who knows now? Who knows now? Probably not. I mean, we had a good game in the last one, so we can't speak too much. Players out. We're not going to change. We're going to leave this for now, and then we might make a change. I'm just incredibly disappointed. Could even bring Ed. It just... Reeve. Disappointing. Disappointing in the fashion of goals. I felt we could have on the day, they look better. But I felt we put ourselves in a position. Like, we were in a position to get a result. And now we've just... That could have went in... Like, what changed for us to defend rah? Like, rah. That's not a thing, but... It's me holding back. Because we are defending I don't know, man. Yeah. Direct time. Shoot on sight time. Just that's it. Go long time. It feels hard done by. The position we got ourselves in, but they deserve to win this game. So it's a weird one with how they played early. But it was not from what they did earlier. That's what I'm trying to say, man. It's not what they did earlier. It's when we got in a good position. No foul? We should get this back. No, how are they going to do it so clean in that position? I'm doing well holding back here. They're just overpowering us late. But it took when did this trigger? When we got a goal. Yeah. So that was before those changes. Excellent. That's annoying. For them to sort their shit out, we had to score a goal. Interesting. But how the game... They deserve to win. The chances... Don't score now. It was a good one-on-one chance. But yeah. Don't let it impact too much. Because they were better. You look at the stats and you say they deserve to win. So... What can you really say? We can't say we deserve to win this game, but we were in the position. Good defending. That doesn't matter now. We were in the position to get a result. And then we just got overwhelmed. We got attacked like crazy from chances they weren't executing earlier. And it started with a throw-in. That's what was their first goal. And that blew our blew our cover. That's not it. But that blew our defensive, what we had for the game, a strong defensive pact. We blew our composure. That did it, and that started it. That's where it piled on from, and that's where we just lost it. We lost our composure from a silly. That's not even a defensive error. It's just an error. A throw-in error, then we flipped. Tough to take in that fashion. Because Nice, I think a result like that is pushing us further from a Champions League qualification, and we're just now fighting for Europa League. We've got some potential players, youngsters with great potential that could be Champions League quality players in the future. But no, like our current ability, we're not there. Let's not try. I want I want to have those big moments. I want to get there soon, but not if we're not ready. And there's also Saint Etienne, getting their result, and now, well, they take Nice's spot. So, guys, I think it's Saint Etienne and Nice. They're just been. It's remember where we're coming from, taking the job, trying to escape a relegation position. I think it's on us. When I say us, it's like at the start of the new season, where we don't start badly, because that's where we took over. A start like that is costing our position. Like what we've done since, we deserve a Champions League position though. So let's think about it in that way. What we've done, we're in a Champions League spot. You cancel out that and you put our normal results in and say it's safe, maybe out of all those, add 3 wins, possibly 4. Outside of Monaco, there's no real, big teams there. Saint Etienne at home, again, a team that is challenging for position we would have been. Well, you can say we still are. But, that's the difference. Any of these, a lot of messages. Fines. Carrillo, he'll miss the next one. So, game in a week. We'll continue up until it, just in case there's a youth intake. Every chance there won't be, and we'll do that in the next episode. So, let's see. And here Marseille win their most recent game as well. What's that? I was going to say they must have, that would have been an extra game before our next one for them to take our spot. But, it just sums up what I was saying. We've got to fight for a Europa League spot. Maybe forget about Champions League now. It says that the match is for today. Generally, the youth intakes have been later in the month, like past the 20th. So you never know. You never know, though. So no bad performances in training. I reckon Alvaro, he heard me. We were saying, wow. Where'd he go? The rest of the lads have stepped up. Diakabi, I'm a bit puzzled. He's actually, training poorly. Look at this for Diakabi. He's gone down, generally what you see as a bad training rating, a 7.3. I mean, above 7 I take. You're doing all right. But that's seen bad for him. But, that's saying it's going down. If that's where it holds and doesn't drop below 7, we're not going to complain, because that's been my sense of what I was saying earlier, with how he's been always at the top of the training. You can't even get mad at him about that. He was at the top for so long, so it's nice to see some other guys stepping up, if anything. Column, if we talk about out of the younger guys, this is what you expect. A bit more change. Valentin, I'd prefer this, being you have a mix of players performing well in training as the season goes on. So we're going to leave it there. Next episode will have to be the youth intake, though, because we'll get through. I don't know if we'll play both games. Depends with the youth. If the youth intake comes like after that Lons game, we'll do it as that, because we like to have pretty in-depth look at the youth players. So that could be how it plays out. If not, it would be just a big episode. So I wouldn't mind that. We'll see how it goes regardless, and I'll see you in the next video.